the NRM primary election processes are going on well. I got duly nominated. We started the campaigns. Unfortunately, we have got some irregularities, and we have brought that to the attention of the Electoral Commission, the NRM Electoral Commission. We have interference from the opposition. For example, in Bardege-Layibi, Odonga Otto came all the way from Pade. He's campaigning for one candidate, Gilbert Olanya, who is FDC from Amoro. He's also busy in Bardege-Layibi. Honorable Onen Charles, who is a member of Parliament from Aruu County. They are all here in Bardege-Layibi Division, running around for one candidate. And their problem is Mapenduzi. But I'm going to show them. It's just 2 days from now. And there should be no worry about that. So we are prepared and wait for the results on Thursday, 17th.
How has the campaign been ongoing, where you've been visiting? Was it receptive? And
yeah, it has been going on well. It has been going on well. I wish you join me in my campaigns, trips. Today I'm going to a few places. You're free to join me. So you don't ask many questions. You are able to pick it from the field. Yes. Yeah,
and also the other time the NRM Secretariat, issued a directive, a guideline that all the party members, who are in for this primary should be, going on for joint campaign. Has this been happening? And
no, we are not having joint campaigns. I think one, the Secretariat has not made proper arrangement for joint campaigns. But also number two, some candidates are not following the guidelines. There's a lot of, the process has been vulgarized. A lot of abuses and hate speeches, blackmail, inciting violence. That is not what the guideline accepts. Unfortunately, that has been the case. And we have raised that concern. There are people who have petitioned the Electoral Commission. They have petitioned the chairman of the Electoral Commission. Unfortunately, he has not responded to them. I don't know how long it takes to respond to them. We also have candidates who are found to have not presented the necessary qualification. There are candidates who, one, did not do the verification with UNEP. We also have a candidate who does not possess A-level certificate. He's being covered, and that has also been included in the petition. And we are watching carefully. And so the Electoral Commission of the NRM should know that we have taken stock of all this, and there are people who have formally petitioned them. And my expectation is that when you are petitioned, you study and respond accordingly. They have been mute, they have been quiet. And so these are things that we are studying. But that is not deviating us from the focus. It's not diverting us from the focus. We are doing campaigns, but we are taking full record of every irregularity.
Do you feel you're under pressure when your fellow MPs are coming against you?
Actually, they are few. They should come more. These opposition MPs, they are coming because they know what it means if Mapenduzi is holding the NRM flag. And I'm going to hold the flag, and they are going to see what will happen.
Once you get
because you know this. I have been the main planner, the main guy here in Gulu City in the opposition. And so when I left the opposition and joined NRM, they are bitter. They are bitter, and they know I'm a threat, and they're doing everything. It's unfortunate because this is an internal exercise. It's NRM exercise. NRM parliamentary, primaries. Why would opposition members of parliament take part in an internal exercise for NRM? This is something, actually, the NRM Electoral Commission should have called such candidates to order so they don't bring mercenaries to interfere in the affairs of the NRM. But you see, I am a fighter, and Just wait for Thursday.
Once you go through, the primary, what are your focus or vision for Bardege-Layibi Division, where you have presented since 2021?
First, you need to know the role of a member of parliament. There are four core functions, four key responsibilities. One is legislation, two is representation, three is oversight, four appropriation. And I can tell you, go and check in the records of parliament, whether answers, whether at committee level and all that, you can check. I am one of those star performers, and I'm not praising myself. I think I have done my best to give the best representation to Bardege-Layibi Division. I have also done my best to serve my country as chair of committees. By the way, currently I chair the Committee on Public Service and Local Government. Go and check the records. You will hear very positive stories about what I do and my committee. I chaired the Public Accounts Committee, Local Government for 2 years. Go and check the records. I have done a good job. I was appointed to chair the Presidential Advisory Committee, chairing a subcommittee on public sector transformation. It's called Presidential Advisory Committee on Budget. I chaired the subcommittee on public sector transformation. Again, I've done a fantastic job. So in terms of the quality that Bardege-Layibi Division needs, I give the best. So those are not issues we are going to, right? There are lots of things we need to, and as I represent my people, I know where they're coming from. I know I represent a people, a population that went through a very difficult situation. And they have struggled a lot to recover. And I'm not just only talking about Bardege-Layibi Division. I also am a national leader. I know what it means to represent a people that came out of a long period of insurgency. I know what it takes to rebuild a place that got destroyed. The education sector, the health sector, you look at infrastructural development, whether in terms of roads. I know what it means to develop an area that was destroyed by war. And that's why we are struggling to make sure we have what it takes to rebuild this part of the country. We are talking about industrializing this part of the country. And that's why I'm pursuing aggressively to make sure government establishes an industrial park here. I have been fighting aggressively to make sure we have consistent power supply. Now there is great improvement, right? Electricity supply has greatly improved. The rampant blackout that we had has improved. What we are now moving into is how much they charge. Because most of our people, these small scale, industries that we have are not being charged fairly. They are paying so highly because the charges here is actually being given at domestic rate. We need the people involved in the manufacturing industry to be charged at industrial rate. So when you find somebody who is doing, let's say, value addition, whether it's doing maize processing and so on, the people in Gulu, the business people in Gulu, are paying much higher in terms of power or electricity compared to those who are being charged at industrial rate. That's something I am fighting hard to make sure, that is sorted. So there is so much we have to do. But I can tell you, just as you have always seen, Gulu will always offer